Hello, hello, hello. Muishani Wanse. Welcome back and welcome to my channel if it's your first time here. My name is Tembi and today I would actually like to break down one of the trends of 2026, and that is silver. So let's go ahead and get right into this video because I have tons of inspiration to show you or share with you. So silver, in my opinion, is quite celestial. I think there's just something that's really otherworldly about it. And I think that could be said for metals because they're natural materials. So maybe that's why they give off more of this otherworldly feel, because they come from the earth, but at the same time, you assume that they're probably in outer space somewhere as well. I don't know what I'm saying, but we are focusing on interior design right now, not all of this crazy boo-hoo. So, yes. So let me stay focused, okay? For silver, I think that there's so many ways that you can incorporate it into your spaces elegantly this season or this year and even moving forward. And I would like to focus on timeless ways that you can do this because I, for one, do not like making extremely drastic changes to my spaces with items that I know I'm not going to love forever. So I would probably focus on incorporating silver very, not intricately, but very tastefully. And the easiest way that you can start is by incorporating some silverware or dinnerware or dishware, silver dishware into your spaces. I think that just having a beautifully styled tablescape filled with silver pieces would look amazing. So be it you have the trays on there, you can have the beautiful sterling silver spoons, knives and forks, so the cutlery that is. You can also include a silver wine cooler. I think the vintage ones look really beautiful, but you're probably going to find something a little bit more modern available during the season, so that would look amazing. And mix it with glass or crystal. Oh my goodness, your tablescape is going to look so elegant and so high-end. And I think that that is definitely one of the easiest ways that you can incorporate silver into your spaces this season. Another option that you have is using silver hardware. And I'm not talking about chrome. We're going to focus on sterling silver or maybe stainless steel as well. I've noticed that people are using stainless steel cabinetry now, which was something that I grew up on back home, and so it's interesting that it's coming back around, but it's a little bit more modern in its design, which I think is great. Personally, I'm not an all silver cabinetry type of person. I would prefer to just include it in smaller doses because it's very easy to get over these trends if you're not careful. I have this theory that if you overdo anything, it's going to end up looking outdated in the future. So it's better to just add these pieces in tastefully. So personally, I would go for silver knobs or silver finishes, be it your door handles or knobs on your cabinetry. So I'm thinking if you had matte black or a matte paint on your cabinetry, so your cabinets, it could be navy blue or it could be a deep red or it could even be brown. I think that adding silver knobs would actually look really beautiful when it comes to those finishes. So that is something that I might try in one of my designs in the near future. Hopefully somebody is interested in working with me. Anyway, let's move on. Another way that you can incorporate silver into your spaces is by including decor pieces. So it could be a silver vase. I think that those look absolutely amazing. Or you could add silver lighting. So be it with your table lamps or your floor lamps, or even your sconces would look really beautiful in silver. If you go for something modern, it's probably going to be polished silver, which there's nothing wrong with that. And I think that the polished silver itself is way more ethereal in my opinion. It gives off this really otherworldly vibe. But if you'd like to tone down your spaces and maybe go more of the vintage or eclectic, not necessarily eclectic direction, but the vintage direction where things are a little bit toned down, then you can go for the unpolished sterling silver. So something that is vintage would look really beautiful. And I am getting so many ideas as I'm sharing these with you, which is awesome, by the way. Next, I'm thinking that you can incorporate some silver furniture. So you can either have your armchairs or just chairs with silver legs or even arms as well. This gives off a really Art Deco and even mid-century modern vibe in my opinion, and it's almost postmodern as well. So I think that if you would like to incorporate more of that Parisian eclectic vibe into your space, then silver legs, be it on a table or on your chairs and the like, look really beautiful. And it would even elevate your space, because something that is I'm really loving about spaces now and even moving forward are people are trying to mix in a lot more eclectic pieces into their spaces so that it doesn't just feel like it's stuck in one era. And personally, I think that that's the way to go when it comes to creating timeless design. So I'm all for that. Did I miss anything when it comes to silver? I actually saw a silver framed mirror on Pinterest as well, and I think that that looks amazing. So you do have different options of bringing in that metal into your spaces. So a silver framed mirror would be great, or even silver framed paintings, because for the longest period of time we were hyper focused on incorporating gold and brass, but now we're bringing in more of the cooler tones. And one thing I will say is that just because you're bringing in a cooler metal, that doesn't mean that you can't create a warm space. The best way for you to be able to design with silver is to include some warm pieces into your spaces as well. And I will probably create a video on how you can mix warm with cool to create a harmonious space in the near future. So stay tuned for that video. And that is that. Did I miss anything? I do not think so, but when I'm doing my exploring on Pinterest, I usually find some really interesting options, and so I will make sure that I have all those on the screen for you. And that is basically it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me in today's video. I really appreciate all of you stopping by. Make sure that you give it a thumbs up so that the algorithm can share it to more people, and also hype this video up if you're able to. And don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you all lovely people in the next one. Bye everyone.